OpenAI has just come up with the Codex app, and now we can simply download the Codex app locally on our Mac machine and we can play around with it. Codex app is the command center for agents. So why have they come up with this? The core challenge has shifted from what agents can do to how people can direct, supervise, and collaborate with them at scale. Even though they launched Codex in April 2025, the way the developers use the agents has changed. If you look at last year, the challenge was basically what we can do with the agents. But now it's all about collaborating with them at scale. And that is where the Codex app comes into play. And so today we are going to be looking into installing and running the Codex app locally on a Mac machine, and using the skills we are going to be creating a one-page web app to generate and edit images. This is AI capability, and that is now possible, and that can be easily leveraged without writing a single line of code ourselves, just by using prompts. And we'll go one step ahead and we'll also deploy the app on Vercel and we will see it in action. So this is the app that I have built using just the Codex app without writing a single line of code. We're going to see exactly how I went about coding this app and deploying it. Let's get started. So the moment we click on download for Mac, it shows these 4 steps, which is to drag the icon into the applications folder, open Codex and sign in, select a folder or Git repository on your computer where Codex will work, and kick off your first task. Simple 4 steps. So let's see if we can go ahead and do that. So I have completed the download. I'm just dragging and dropping it into the applications. The installation went through fine. I search for Codex app. It's there. I'm just going to open it. And the moment we open, it's asking to either enter API key or continue with ChatGPT. I'm just going to click on continue with ChatGPT, and I'm going to continue with my Google account. And it's asked me to sign into Codex with ChatGPT. I'm just going to say yes. And I'm now signed into Codex and I'm good to go ahead and do whatever I want. So I'm going to close the page. Here I am in Codex. I'm just going to click on continue. And the next step is to select a project. So I can click on add project and select a project, or I can skip that step. So if I skip that step, we end up in this UI. We have a new thread, automations, skills, and a new project. If we had probably opened some project, it will show the project here. And on the top right, we have, whatever the IDEs that we have, for example, VS Code, Cursor, Anti-Gravity, Terminal, iTerm, and all those development related stuff. And we have commit push, that is more to do with GitHub. And at the bottom, we can choose whatever the model that we want. For example, Codex Medium, Codex High, Codex Extra High, and we have GPT 5.2 family of models. And if I click on more models, there's even more models. For example, we have GPT 5.2 low, we have Codex Mini, we have Codex Mini High. I'm just going to leave with the default and I'm going to start playing around with this. Now, one of the next things we will notice is that on the top left, we have skills and automations. So first, let's look into skills, which is relevant for what we are trying to do. And under the skills, we can either create a new skill, or we can install existing skills. And these are some of the recommended skills that are available for us to use out of the box. So one of the 2 skills that I'm interested in is the Imagen, which is to generate and edit images using OpenAI. Now I'm just going to click here on the plus to install that skill. And I'm also going to go for Vercel deploy, because we're going to deploy the application that we build in Vercel. So I'm just going to click on that and install that skill as well. And it says Vercel deploy skill installed. Now that we have installed the 2, let's go to new thread and see what options are available. We can actually give some prompt here and ask it to do something. But before that, let's just look at one example as to how we can structure this prompt. If you look for a classic snake game creation, then we have to give a scope and constraint. We have to give an implementation plan, and we also have to give deliverables. So for the project that we are trying to do, let's see if we can create these ones quickly. So I've already written that. I'm just going to copy and paste it here. So before we give our prompt, I'm going to just rename this project. So click here, we can see edit name. I'm just going to say, let's say image genie or something like that. So now that we have renamed the project, I'm just going to give the prompt, which is going to be something like this. Build a one-page Next.js app in this repo, and I'm giving the scope and constraints. Implement a one-page web app for uploading and displaying images. Reuse existing project tooling or frameworks, do not add any new dependencies unless truly required. Keep the UI minimal. I want generate and edit buttons. I want a display panel above the generate and edit buttons. I want a text box next to the generate and edit buttons to enter any prompt, something similar to this. And I'm expecting a generate and edit button to its right so that I can generate or edit any image that gets displayed on the top here. And I'm also clearly saying that clicking on generate should generate a new image using the imaging skill. So we added the skill here, which is for image generation. So we're going to see if that is getting used. And I'm also saying that clicking on edit should edit the input image and display the edited output image in the display panel, which is on top of the text box. And I'm also giving an implementation plan, what you do not need to do. For example, you do not need to have any backend for now, and you do not bother about deploying the app. And I'm also saying that these are some of the deliverables. So with that, I'm just going to kickstart and see where it takes us. Now that I've clicked on enter, now it's started thinking. So let's come back and find out what it has done. It's basically just doing a running commentary as it's working. So it's listed files in the current directory, reading skills.md, listed files in Imagen, listed files in scripts, read CLI.md. It's searching for odd arguments, add arguments in Imagen.py, and it's going to run this command, which is to, make directory, generate, edit app. It's created package.json. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and see eventually where it takes us. So whenever we want to inspect in detail what's going on the top right, we could see this plus number indicating that many lines of code are added. So if I toggle the diff panel, it's showing the diff of what it has actually done. So it's basically created the global.css file. It's created the layout.tsx, page.tsx. It's pretty much creating the structure of the Next.js project. So let's see how far it gets. It's written 355 lines of code now. At this stage, it's saying that the CLI expects OpenAI API key and Python OpenAI installed, which is fair. So I'm now going to set the OpenAI API key. After I exported the OpenAI API key, I just ran npm run dev, and we have this UI that just popped up straight away. We have this panel to preview the images, and we have a text box where we can give the prompt, and we can click on generate and edit buttons. So this is precisely what I was looking for. It doesn't look great, but this is a great first, user interface to begin some app with. And let's see if it can generate an image. Generate an image of an elephant kicking a football. I don't know where I came up with that. Let's click on generate and see what happens. Now I'm going to see if we are able to edit an image. So I'm just going to choose a file. I've chosen this image, which is that of these two characters. One is fat and the other one is slim, and it's more like a cartoon characters. And I've uploaded them here. And I'm going to say in the prompt, make the two characters in the image hug each other. And I'm going to click on edit. Let's see what happens. It says editing image on the top right. And we have this image generated. So we can see both the characters are now hugging each other. And on the top, it says done. And that's pretty much what we wanted in this app. So just to relook at the image, this is the input image that we gave, and this is the prompt we gave, make the two characters in the image hug each other, and we got the two characters hugging each other. And the identity is pretty much preserved pretty well, and I quite like this image that's been generated. Now let's say we want to deploy this app. If we go back to our skills, we can see that we've got the image in, which we used to generate an image, and we also have this Vercel deploy option, which basically we can use to deploy any app. So I'm going to use that skill now. I'm going to go back to the prompt panel, and here I'm just going to say use the Vercel deploy skill and deploy the app we just created. And it started thinking, and hopefully it's again reading the skill.md, and it just ran Vercel deploy. So it has been giving errors like this. Basically, it's not able to deploy. And I would say probably to do with the prompt that I gave. So I'm just going to say no, and I'm going to precisely say do a npm build on the current project, then deploy the project to Vercel using Vercel deploy skills. And let's see how it does this now. Now it's doing npm run build, and hopefully it will succeed this time. Let's wait and watch. So to walk you through what happened, I did ask it to run npm build, and it did the build, and it ran into some problems. It said that the preview is deployed and done, but when I actually went and checked the URL, it said there's a 404 error. and I asked it to fix it, and it said totally here with you. I redeployed it. The deployed script again reported 404 during the initial verification where the preview URL is created and ready. But the gist of the story is if I click on the URL, we can see that the app is deployed. So just by using 2 prompts and using Codex, we were able to create a one-page app that does image generation, and we managed to deploy it in Vercel, and it's running there. And that's really not bad, given that, we just spent 10-15 minutes to just hack together some prompts, and we have something that's quite functional. So that's where I wanted to leave you today. It's a command center for agents. It seems to do precisely that. It says we can go beyond code generation with skills. We saw that in action. We were able to go ahead and deploy as well using skills. And they've also given some examples of what is possible. I will leave you with that to play around with, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.